Hey everyone! Today, we're diving into the fascinating stories of 21 actors who made their mark on the cult series Murder, She Wrote. The show gave viewers gripping detective stories, but behind the scenes, its stars faced their own dramas and challenges. We'll remember the brilliant Angela Lansbury, who brought life to the character of Jessica Fletcher, and tell you about the incredible fates of her colleagues, many of whom, sadly, have passed away. But one story will truly blow you away. It's so unexpected that it will leave you in shock. Watch until the end to find out all the details. Angela Lansbury as Jessica Fletcher is one of the most iconic characters in television. Jessica Fletcher, a crime novelist and amateur detective, became the epitome of the classic detective heroine. Fletcher had incredible intuition and an ability to notice even the smallest details, which helped her solve the most intricate crimes. Each episode of the series, Murder, She Wrote, was a standalone story, with Jessica traveling or staying in her hometown of Cabot Cove and unexpectedly finding herself embroiled in a murder investigation. Angela Lansbury, born October 16, 1925, was a prominent British-American actress whose career spanned more than 7 decades. Lansbury began her film career, appearing in classic films such as Gaslight, 1944, and The Picture of Dorian Gray, 1945, for which she was nominated for an Academy Award. Her work in film, theater, and television earned her numerous awards and recognition as one of the greatest actresses of her time. But it was her role as Jessica Fletcher in the TV series Murder, She Wrote, that became her most famous performance, making Lansbury a global star. Angela Lansbury died on October 11, 2022, aged 96, a few days before her 97th birthday. Her passing was a tremendous loss to the film and theater worlds, but her legacy lives on through her many works. The role of Jessica Fletcher will forever remain in the hearts of millions of fans, and her ability to create a strong, intelligent, and independent heroine continues to inspire new generations of viewers. William Wyndham as Dr. Seth Hazlitt is one of the key characters in the TV series Murder, She Wrote. Dr. Seth Hazlitt was a close friend of Jessica Fletcher and a doctor in Cabot Cove, where much of the series takes place. His character was known for his good nature and wisdom, and often became a support for Jessica in her investigations. Hazlitt was not only a doctor, but also a man with a sense of humor and a kind heart, which made him a favorite among viewers. William Wyndham, born September 28, 1923, was a talented American actor whose career spanned decades in film and television. In addition to his work on Murder, She Wrote, he starred in such series as The Twilight Zone and Star Trek, and played a role in the cult film To Kill a Mockingbird, 1962. Wyndham won an Emmy Award for his work in the comedy series My World and Welcome to It. William Wyndham died on August 16, 2012, at the age of 88. The cause of his death was heart failure. His death was a profound loss to fans and colleagues, but his roles, especially Dr. Seth Hazlitt, live on in the hearts of viewers. Ron McCack, as Sheriff Morty Metzger, is a character who brought a new dynamic to the series after replacing Sheriff Amos Tupper. Sheriff Morty Metzger was a former New York City cop who brought some urban flair to the quiet village of Cabot Cove. His character was tough, but he was also a loyal friend to Jessica and helped her with her investigations. Metzger often used his big city skills and knowledge to solve small-town crimes. Ron McCack, born July 1, 1936, was a renowned American actor whose career spanned decades in television and film. In addition to his role as Sheriff Metzger in Murder, She Wrote, he also appeared in series such as The Twilight Zone and Bewitched. His deep voice also made him a sought-after voice actor for various commercials and cartoons. Ron McCack died on October 20, 2022, at the age of 86. His passing was due to natural causes, ending a long and fulfilling career. He left behind a rich legacy in television and continues to be a fan favorite on Murder, She Wrote. Tom Bosley as Sheriff Amos Tupper, the original sheriff of Cabot Cove, who was a kind and honest man but sometimes seemed a little clumsy in his job. Sheriff Tupper often relied on Jessica Fletcher when it came to solving difficult cases, which created many comic situations. Despite this, he was a dedicated officer of the law and did his best to ensure justice was served in his small town. Tom Bosley, born October 1, 1927, was a famous American actor, best known for his role in the TV series Happy Days, where he played the title character's father. He also appeared in films and stage productions, including a successful Broadway production. His warm and fatherly acting style made him a favorite with audiences, and he was awarded a Tony Award for his work in the Broadway musical Fiorello. Tom Bosley died on October 19, 2010, at the age of 83, from complications related to an infection in lung cancer. His death was a loss to the television community, but his roles continue to evoke fond memories for fans around the world. Ken Swofford as Lieutenant Catalano is the character that brought the intense police investigation element to the show. Lieutenant Catalano was a seasoned police officer who partnered with Jessica Fletcher on various investigations, often bringing strict discipline and professionalism to solving cases. His character symbolized real police who faced real-life crimes, making him an important part of the show. Ken Swofford, born July 2, 1933, was a character actor who played a variety of roles in television series such as The A-Team, Fame, and Dynasty. His career spanned over 3 decades, and he was popular for his work as tough guy characters, whether they were cops or criminals. Swofford was in demand for television projects due to his ability to inhabit a variety of roles. Ken Swofford died on November 1, 2018, at the age of 85 from natural causes. His passing left a notable loss in the television world, as he was beloved by many for his powerful and memorable roles. His role as Lieutenant Catalano on Murder, She Wrote remains one of his most memorable performances. Julie Adams as Eve Simpson is a character who brought an element of romance and intrigue to the series. Eve Simpson was a realtor in Cabot Cove and often found herself embroiled in various investigations, which created many comic and dramatic situations for her. Her character was a charming and charismatic woman who was eager to excel in her profession while being at the center of the action. Julie Adams, born October 17, 1926, was a famous actress whose film and television career spanned several decades. Her most famous work was the film Creature from the Black Lagoon, 1954, in which she played the lead female role. In addition to this classic role, Adams appeared in numerous television shows including Perry Mason, Bonanza, and The Andy Griffith Show. Julie Adams died on February 3, 2019, at the age of 92 from natural causes. Her passing marked the end of an era of classic Hollywood actresses, and she left a huge mark on the film industry. Her role as Eve Simpson in Murder, She Wrote added to her popularity and continues to be one of her fans' favorite roles. Herb Edelman as Police Lieutenant Artie Gelber is a character who was an important ally of Jessica Fletcher in solving crimes. Lieutenant Artie Gelber, a New York City detective, was the epitome of an experienced and professional police officer who often worked alongside Jessica to solve the most difficult cases. Their interactions were filled with respect and sometimes even a touch of humor, which added charm to their work. Herb Edelman, born November 5, 1933, was a popular American actor who played many comedic and dramatic roles during his career. One of his most famous works was the role of Stanley Zbornak, Dorothy's ex-husband on the popular sitcom The Golden Girls. Edelman was known for his tall stature, charismatic smile, and ability to bring warmth to even the most difficult roles. Herb Edelman died on July 21, 1996, at the age of 62 from emphysema, a lung disease caused by smoking. His passing was a great loss to his colleagues and fans, who remembered him as a talented and kind-hearted man. His roles, including Lieutenant Artie Gelber, live on and remain an important part of his acting legacy. Keith Mitchell, as Dennis Stanton, is the character who brought charm and grace to the series Murder, She Wrote. Dennis Stanton was a former jewel thief who later became an insurance investigator and assisted Jessica in her investigations. His charm, elegant manners, and ability to solve complex cases made him one of the most interesting characters in the series. His collaboration with Jessica often led to exciting storylines filled with adventure and detective intrigue. Keith Mitchell, born December 1, 1926 in Australia, was a British actor known for his work in theatre, film, and television. His most famous role was his work in the miniseries The Six Wives of Henry VIII, where he brilliantly played King Henry VIII. Mitchell was also a talented stage actor and producer, whose work on stage and screen earned him many awards. Keith Mitchell died on November 20, 2015, aged 88, of natural causes, a few days before his 89th birthday. His death was a loss to the theater and television worlds, but his contribution to the arts, particularly through roles such as Dennis Stanton, remains unforgettable. Bradford Dillman, as Arthur Brent, is the character who brought the element of criminal intrigue to the series. Arthur Brent was involved with Jessica's investigations and appeared in one of the episodes as a man with a dark past and complicated connections. His character was complex and ambiguous, which added depth to the storyline. Bradford Dillman, born April 14, 1930, was an American actor who starred in such acclaimed films as Escape from the Planet of the Apes and The Way We Were. His career spanned decades, and he was known for his ability to play a variety of roles, from heroes to villains. Dillman was also a successful stage actor and writer. Bradford Dillman died on January 16, 2018, at the age of 87 from complications related to pneumonia. His passing was deeply mourned by his colleagues and fans, who remembered him as a talented and dedicated actor. His role as Arthur Brent in Murder, She Wrote was just one of his many performances that continue to delight audiences around the world. Richard Paul, as Mayor Sam Booth, is a character who added comedy and lighthearted moments to the series. Sam Booth was the mayor of Cabot Cove, who often found himself embroiled in difficult situations due to Jessica Fletcher's investigations. His easygoing and slightly clumsy personality made him an important part of the town's life, and he was well liked by the locals. Richard Paul, born June 6, 1940, was a well-known American character actor who appeared in numerous television shows and films. He often played comedic roles, and his warm and funny acting style was recognized and loved by viewers. In addition to his work on Murder, She Wrote, Paul appeared in projects such as Days of Our Lives and Carter Country. Richard Paul died on December 25, 1998, at the age of 58 from a rare disease that caused liver failure. His death came as a shock to his colleagues, as Paul continued to be active in television. His character, Mayor Sam Booth, remains one of his favorite works. George DiCenzo, as Inspector Lombardo, is the character who brought the police procedural element to the series. Inspector Lombardo was a strict and dedicated officer of the law who often collaborated with Jessica on her investigations. His professionalism and cool demeanor made him an important figure in solving complex cases. George DiCenzo, born April 21, 1940, was an American actor known for his work in film and television. In addition to his work in Murder, She Wrote, he had numerous roles in films such as Back to the Future, where he played Sam Baines, and the TV series The X-Files. DiCenzo was also known for his work on Broadway and was a respected acting teacher. George DiCenzo died on August 9, 2010, at the age of 70 from sepsis, a disease caused by an infection. His passing is a loss to the film industry, as DiCenzo was not only a talented actor, but also a teacher who mentored many new actors. His role as Inspector Lombardo in Murder, She Wrote remains a shining example of his acting prowess. Ken Howard as Hank Shipton is a character who added an element of drama and family relationships to the series Murder, She Wrote. Hank Shipton was a man with a complicated personal history, which became one of the central plot lines of the episodes in which he appeared. His interactions with Jessica Fletcher were filled with emotional moments, which gave the series additional depth and interest. Ken Howard, born March 28, 1944, was a talented American actor and president of the Screen Actors Guild. His most famous role was his work in the television series The White Shadow, where he played basketball coach Ken Reeves. In addition, Howard was actively involved in theater productions and films. His strong screen presence and ability to live up to his roles led him to significant success both on television and on the stage. He was also an active advocate for actors' rights and was respected among his colleagues. Ken Howard died on March 23, 2016, a few days before his 72nd birthday. The cause of his death was complications from pneumonia, which worsened with other chronic illnesses, including kidney failure. His passing was a profound loss to the acting community, as he was a respected leader and a talented actor. His role as Hank Shipton in Murder, She Wrote was one of the most memorable performances in his illustrious career. Jerry Orbach as Harry McGraw is one of the most striking characters in the series Murder, She Wrote. Harry McGraw was a private detective who often collaborated with Jessica Fletcher in investigations. His character was rude, but at the same time charismatic and devoted to his work. Orbach perfectly embodied the image of a typical hard detective, adding humor and dynamics to the series. Harry McGraw's popularity was so great that he received his own spin-off series, The Law and Harry McGraw, where Orbach continued to play this role. Jerry Orbach, born October 20, 1935, was an outstanding American actor known for both theater and television. His most famous role was his work in the series Law and Order, where he played Detective Lenny Briscoe for 12 years. In addition, Orbach was a successful Broadway actor and Tony Award winner. He also lent his voice to Lumiere in the animated film Beauty and the Beast, which became one of the most beloved roles among animation fans. Jerry Orbach died on December 28, 2004, at the age of 69, after a long battle with prostate cancer. He continued to work despite his illness until the last months of his life. His passing was a great loss to film and television, as Orbach was a favorite of audiences and colleagues. His role as Harry McGraw in Murder, She Wrote remains one of his most memorable performances. Gregory Sierra as Lieutenant Gabriel Caceres is the character who brought the intense police procedural element to Murder, She Wrote. Lieutenant Caceres was a professional who collaborated with Jessica Fletcher to solve the most complex cases. His character was a strict but fair officer who was dedicated to his job. The interactions between Caceres and Fletcher were always full of drama and dynamics, which made the episodes with him especially interesting. Gregory Sierra, born January 25, 1937, was an American actor of Puerto Rican descent who is known for his roles in the cult series Barney Miller and Sanford and Son. He was loved for his bright, charismatic roles and his ability to bring elements of both comedy and drama to them. Sierra also had a prolific career in film, appearing in films such as The Towering Inferno and Papillon. Gregory Sierra died on January 4, 2021, at the age of 83 after battling stomach cancer. His passing was a profound loss to film and television, as he was one of those actors who left a lasting mark on the industry despite not always being in the spotlight. His role as Lieutenant Caceres in Murder, She Wrote remains one that audiences remember fondly. Richardson Morse, born December 29, 1938, was an American actor who contributed to the television industry through his appearances in various television series and films. In the series Murder, She Wrote, he played the role of Arvin Bucknell, one of the suspects involved in one of Jessica Fletcher's investigations. Bucknell was a complex and multifaceted character, which added intrigue to the episode and made the storyline more tense. Richardson Morse, although not an A-list actor, had the ability to create memorable images even in episodic roles. In addition to his work in Murder, She Wrote, he also starred in series such as The A-Team and Hill Street Blues, where he demonstrated his acting skills. Morse died on March 14, 2021, at the age of 82. His passing was a loss to fans and colleagues who remembered him as a dedicated and talented actor. His role as Arvin Bucknell in Murder, She Wrote remains an important part of his acting legacy, demonstrating his ability to create multi-layered characters. Steve Forrest as Captain Ned Larkin is a character who brought a dramatic element to the series Murder, She Wrote. Captain Larkin was a seasoned military man whose connection to Jessica Fletcher and her investigations allowed for many exciting storylines to develop. His character personified honor and military discipline and was dedicated to his duty and principles. Steve Forrest, born September 29, 1925, was a famous American actor whose career spanned several decades. He is best known for his role in the series SWAT, where he played Lieutenant Dan Hondo Harrelson. In addition, Steve Forrest played many roles in westerns and adventure films. Forrest was also the brother of famous actor Dana Andrews, making his last name famous in Hollywood. Steve Forrest died on May 18, 2013, at the age of 87 from natural causes. His passing was a profound loss to the film industry, but his legacy lives on through many of his works, including his role as Captain Larkin in Murder, She Wrote, which remains one of his most memorable television roles. Alan Fuge as Brian Wade is a character who added elements of human drama and emotional conflict to the series Murder, She Wrote. Brian Wade was a complex and multifaceted character who found himself embroiled in Jessica Fletcher's mysterious investigations. His character was deeply involved in complex situations, which added tension to the episodes with him. Alan Fuge, born February 27, 1944, was an accomplished American actor who was known for his supporting roles in television and film. Fuge starred in shows such as Columbo, The A-Team, Star Trek, The Next Generation, and was popular for his character roles that added color and depth to any project. His acting career spanned over 3 decades, and he was recognized as one of the best supporting actors of his time. Alan Fudge died on October 10, 2011, at the age of 67, after a long battle with lung cancer. His passing was a bittersweet loss to the television community, as he was a beloved actor among colleagues and viewers. His contributions to television, particularly through his work on Murder, She Wrote, continue to be part of his legacy as an actor. William Lucking as Bo Dixon is the character that brought an element of intense drama to the series Murder, She Wrote. Bo Dixon was a man with a dark past who found himself caught up in Jessica Fletcher's investigations. His character was complex and contradictory, making him a key figure in one of the episodes. William Lucking, born June 17, 1941, was an American actor best known for his work on the series Sons of Anarchy and The A-Team. Lucking was known for his tall stature, strong build, and ability to play tough characters. He was in demand for roles as criminals, bikers, and cops due to his good looks and strong screen presence. William Lucking died on October 18, 2021, at the age of 80 from natural causes. His death left fans and colleagues saddened, who remembered him as a talented and kind person. Bo Dixon's role in Murder, She Wrote remains an important part of his career. Martin Milner, as Admiral Len Spaulding, is a character who brought an element of military discipline and rigor to the series Murder, She Wrote. Admiral Spaulding was a man with extensive naval experience, and his connections with Jessica often became key to the investigations. His character was a strong leader who was guided by principles and discipline. Martin Milner, born December 28, 1931, was an American actor, best known for his role in the cult series Route 66, as well as for the series Adam 12, where he played police officer Pete Malloy. His television work made him one of the most recognizable faces of American television in the 60s and 70s. Milner was also known as a man with a strong commitment to his family and career. Martin Milner died on September 6, 2015, at the age of 83 from heart failure. His death is a significant loss to the television industry, as Milner was not only a well-known actor, but also a man respected for his professionalism and kind-heartedness. His role as Admiral Spaulding in Murder, She Wrote is just one of many memorable performances in his long career. Ernie Lively as Hal Palmer is a character who added human drama and intrigue to the series Murder, She Wrote. Hal Palmer was one of the people who became embroiled in Jessica's investigation, and his character played a key role in the development of the plot of one of the episodes. His interactions with Jessica were filled with tense and emotional moments, making him an important part of that episode. Ernie Lively, born January 29, 1947, was an American actor and director, best known for his work in the films The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants and numerous television shows such as The Dukes of Hazzard and The X-Files. Lively was also known for being the father of actress Blake Lively and played her on-screen father in the film The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. His career spanned decades, and he was known as a character actor who often played good-natured, strong men. Ernie Lively died on June 3, 2021, at the age of 74 from heart complications. His death was a loss to his family and fans, but his contributions to film and television live on through his many credits, including his role as Hal Palmer in Murder, She Wrote. Ed Nelson as Carl Turnbull is the character who brought elements of intense drama and crime intrigue to the series Murder, She Wrote. Carl Turnbull was a man with a complicated past, which made him one of the key figures in the episode. His character was involved in Jessica Fletcher's investigation, and his actions raised many questions and suspicions, which gave the episode dynamics and interest. Ed Nelson, born December 21, 1928, was an American actor who rose to fame for his role as Dr. Michael Rossi on the long-running series Peyton Place. His acting career spanned several decades, and he appeared in numerous television shows and films, including such notable projects as The Twilight Zone and Bonanza. Nelson was a talented and versatile actor who was able to create images of both positive and negative characters. Ed Nelson died on August 9, 2014, at the age of 85 from heart failure. His passing was a significant loss to the world of film and television, as he was beloved by both colleagues and viewers. His role as Carl Turnbull in Murder, She Wrote was one of many performances for which he received acclaim and left a mark on fans.